Hello everybody, Dave Hawkins here. We're working on All That Thrills My Soul is Jesus. I recorded the first version at a little bit camera farther away, and so then I recorded a second version with the camera a little closer so you can see my hands a little better and hopefully hear a little better. And so there's two finished versions, and this video will start to break down the song a little bit and help you understand how to put it together. Probably the first thing to say about the way I play hymns is I go from the simple to the complex. So I learn the song in a simple version at first and then add more things onto it. That's what I call the building block approach, and I find that that's the easiest way to learn a hymn and not make it seem overwhelming. So the first step in any hymn would be to learn to play the melody. And you can do that simply by getting the hymn book and following the very top line of the song and learn that melody, or you can pick it out by ear. I play this song in B flat. I'm not sure what key it's written in various hymn books that are out there, but you can play it in whatever key you want. And the nice thing about the way I play is that I play by ear and can play in most any key. I can play this song in the key of A flat, key of B flat, key of G, C for someone that likes it higher, you know, a lot of different keys. And the techniques and the relative chords in each key are the same. So step one again would be to learn the melody, and I will put the camera back on the keyboard now so that you can see my hands better, and we'll start breaking this hymn down into its component parts. Okay, so the melody you would learn first, and you can learn it one finger if you want to. Okay, but then pretty soon, as soon as you get that figured out, you're going to want to add an octave. An octave is just double the note, an 8 interval, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's kind of funny in music counting how they count. You always start on the first one. In math, you would start on the second one, but in music, you start on the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And so there's an octave, and then you play the melody in octaves. Okay, and I'm not going to bore you with playing the whole song. You can learn that on your own just by looking in the hymn book at the top line and then doubling it with the octave. Okay, so as soon as you have the melody down, then we can start adding chords and accompaniment to it. The most basic type of accompaniment that we would start out with on this song would be a bass with a chord. Okay, now what chords are there in this song? Well, most songs are composed of only 3 chords. The 1 chord, the 5 chord, whoops, 5, and the 4 chord, okay? 1 chord, 4 chord, and the 5 chord. The 4 chord, you'll sometimes hear it called the subdominant. The 5 chord, you'll hear it called the dominant. And then the 1 chord, I'm not sure if it has a name, but maybe the root or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a master of music theory, but I do use the parts of music theory that help me play hymns. So those are the 3 main chords that every hymn will have. Now there are other hymns, there's some hymns that all they have is 3, but other hymns will have more chords than that. And this song does have more hymns than just those 3. So, but those are the basic ones, and the very first chord that we would learn would be, and I'll play the melody in a single finger and the bass in a single finger, so it's very simple for you to see what the chords are. Okay, so who can cheer the heart like Jesus? we'll stop with that first phrase and just break that down. What we have is 3 chords. Like I said, we have the B flat chord. B flat chord is composed of B flat, D, F. Okay, maybe you can't see that very well. It's B flat, D, F. That's a B flat chord. You need to memorize that. Okay, and then the next chord that we have is the E flat chord. Now the B flat chord is the 1 chord, okay? The E flat chord is the 4 chord. And it's E flat, G, B flat. Why is it the 4 chord? Well, because on a B flat scale it comes in the 4 position. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And so E flat, G, B flat. Okay? And then the other chord that we have is the 5 chord. F, A, C. Why is it the 5 chord? Because on the B flat scale, which is the key we're in, it occurs in the 5 position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, I'll teach you something else kind of interesting about chords while we're at it. These are called major chords that I just played for you. The B flat, D, F, the E flat, G, B flat, and F chord, F, A, C. Those are major chords, and they're always composed the same way. This is important if you want to play in a different key. They're always composed of the following elements. The 1 position, and then you go up 2 whole steps. Okay, this would be a half step. So 2 half steps is a whole. 2 more half steps is another whole. So we're going from here, whole, and then we go half and whole. And that is how we form a major chord. We go the first note, whole, half, whole. And that will always get you a major chord in whatever chord you want to make. If you want to make a G chord, you hit a G and go whole, half, whole. There's your G chord. C, whole, half, whole. There's your C chord. A flat, whole, half, whole. A flat, F sharp, doesn't matter. F sharp, whole, half, whole. Okay, so you can make any major chord by whole, half, whole. Just remember that. Whole, half, whole. Okay, so we've got 3 chords, B flat, E flat, F in this particular song. Let me play it again. I'm playing a simplified version. Okay, now I said that we're playing a B flat chord, and I told you earlier that a B flat chord is B flat, D, F. Well, why did I play F, B flat, D then? Well, that's a different inversion. You can take these notes and mix and match them any way you want, and it's still a B flat chord. Okay? So our B flat chord that I've selected because of where my melody is this one. Okay? You don't want to get too down low. It sounds too throaty and too deep. That wouldn't sound good. I don't like that. That's about right, okay? Okay, and then the E flat chord, again, I'm picking an inversion that fits well with my melody. It wouldn't sound good to go, I don't like that, and I don't like this, and I don't like this. I want to get as high as I can without bumping into my melody. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, and then the F. I am using the F chord that I taught you originally, F, A, C, in the root position. Then an E flat, pivoting to a B flat, okay? E flat, first inversion, B flat, second inversion, okay? Again, the inversions are, you start at the root position of the chord, whole, half, whole. First inversion is up here, second inversion is here, and then there is no third inversion. It just goes back to the root again an octave higher. Okay? So those are your basic chords, and for lesson 1, just learn that first phrase, and I'll do it again for you. We're just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 accompaniment, okay? So that very end, again, we're going to an E flat, first inversion, B flat, second inversion. If you forget what all this stuff means, just review the lesson several times and hopefully it'll become clear. If there's things that are not clear, please post a comment on my YouTube channel and I'll do a follow-up video to clarify some of this stuff. I'm not a super professional piano instructor, but I do have some things that I really think are helpful for people with hymn playing. So I hope that's helpful to you, and we'll do another lesson that builds on what you've learned in this lesson. Thank you.